it's time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Hour Live. Today is Thursday, December 18th. S&P up 59 points. NASDAQ up 393, the strongest. The Russell is up 20. And the Dow is the least of the strong. It's up 0.25%, 120 points. Gold is down about 0.25%. Silver's down 2.25%. Notes and bonds are a little bit green. 10-year yield down about 1%. Oil slightly green. Natty gas down 3.5%. Soybeans finished red. Wheat and corn green. Euro and the pound are pretty flat, mixed. Bitcoin down 1%. VIX down 5.5%. Had CPI this morning. Market shot up pre-market. Extended its gains into previous day high. Got rejected. So big sell-off. Big bounce back. Sold off again. It's been a roller coaster ride. As far as my trades go today, as you can imagine, BICs are not performing too hot today. Let's see, I've had 1, 2, 3 double stops now. So let's see, Tat says I'm down 4,500. I think I'm down. I did make some money on the longs, so I'm down about, a little under 4K on the day. So definitely one of my worst days on the BICs. In December. Day trades. I caught a nice winner in Tesla. I took a MU trade with 8 DTE, which I kind of thought was going to be a day trade. I turned it into a swing trade, which is not what I like to do, but I think maybe I kind of knew I was going to swing it. The reason I went 8 DTE. But anyway, still holding that one. It's down. I did also add a swing trade in Tesla with calls, looking for another push towards all-time highs. It's not too far off of its highs of day, staying fairly strong. I still hold my Meta swing trade. I took off 2 of 3, and then I added another one back in on the dip. With some more time. So I have 1 lot left in Meta that expires tomorrow. And then I have the one that I added is 22 days out to give me a little bit more time on that one. I took 2 Elmos. One I closed early right as this drop was getting ready to happen. I kind of saw the writing on the wall with the price action and then VIX expanding. And looking at some different stocks as well as different indices. So right at the same time, I put on a reverse iron Condor. So I caught a nice move on that drop, closed out 2 of 3, and then it bounced back up, and I closed the last one. So played that really well. What else? No 1 DTE, no calendars. I think that's it as far as my trades. I will be doing an OPEX calendar at the end of the day today. So I did that course a month or 2 ago, and so I'll be doing one of those. Tomorrow is the monthly option expiration. I think that's it for me. Chad, how's your day?
Yeah, pretty good. I started off day trading today. It was 2 real nice trades. One in Amazon, booked about $1,000, and then one in Tesla, booked $655. So 2 trades, 1663 on the day. Took a TLC trade when Price started consolidating highs, hit 2040, and then got stopped out on the move down. I had a couple long puts left, and so I let them ride that roller coaster down and closed them out for, what was it, 285. So nice winner, a little over 2K on that, 21.55. And then once price started to bounce a little bit, I thought it was going to consolidate. And with the VIX expanding on that big move down, I jumped in another one. Probably did that too soon. Didn't have enough consolidation, and price started to rip back up, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm out of here." So ended up being a little bit of a loss on that one, but plus 1705 plus my day trading up a little over 3,200 on the day.
Very nice.
So now just waiting for Mahomes with this wild price action today. It's really difficult when you get just hasn't been a lot of consolidation. Big moves.
Big moves, and the biggest movers on the individual stocks. Rivian is up 13%. That thing is just taken off. Had some pretty decent moves ever since earnings. MU had earnings last night. We took the bullish broken wing fly. Not sure what's going on. There we go. I took 2 of my 3 off for a little over 100%. The last one is pretty close to where I took the others off. But we'll see if we can get a little bit of a down move into tomorrow. That would push us into the tent and should be able to book some really nice profits, but no risk to the upside if it does continue to push. Do have a couple of earnings after the bell today. Nike and FedEx. Let me double check that. I think that's right. Yeah, Nike and FedEx. So we can take a look at those. Nike has kind of been a dog lately. It's kind of been a big picture downtrend. I don't even know how the options are in here. They may not be that great. Oh, they're not bad at all. Actually, they're really good. About 3 cents wide, lots of volume. Really have an opinion on Nike. Probably just take my bias of the overall market and go bullish if I do that one. The other one is FDX. FedEx has been on a nice little run here since the last earnings, from about 225 up to 286. All-time highs 313. Does anyone have any inside information for us on the earnings? I want to be an inside trader, insider trading. No insider traders? What are you guys here for? If you're not going to give me inside trading information. The options in FedEx, it's got about a 15.5 point expected move. It's a $290 stock, but the options are about 60 cents wide at the money. Open interest or volume in the hundreds at most strikes. So I'll probably go with Nike. It's got better options. Nike's got a 4.5 point expected move, which would put us up at about 70, a little over 70. It's low price, so it's going to be pretty cheap. Yeah, 35 cents. I think I'll pass on both. Pass on both and probably wait till... Oh, is there any good earnings left this year? I don't think so. Probably have to wait till next cycle. Yeah, Barron's the man. Barron has all the good stuff. Pelosi, she's kind of getting washed up, I think, but Barron's the new one. Getting a little bounce here. Chip stock's starting to bounce. Chad, you were talking about Amazon. I actually tried to get in that, and it kind of ran away from me. Where did you get in?
Let's see. Oh. So what happened with Amazon is it pulled back to previous day high, and I got in. So then when it pushed down below to lows, I cut it. So it was a losing trade. And then
right
yeah, so then when it came back up and it pushed through, let me see the time on this. My second one.
Probably somewhere around 8:50.
Second one was at 8:50. The 8:50 bar. Once it pushed back up, I above previous day high, I essentially re-entered.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to get in. It just ran away from me, so I didn't chase it.
Yeah, I got in at 99 cents, so I got in for 30 contracts. Essentially, that's $3,000. So I just got out of a third, then I got out of a third, then I just started getting out of 2 or 3 at a time as it continued upward.
Did you get out within that 10 minutes, or did you hold through the next leg?
My last exit was at 9 o'clock.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I didn't hold on the 3 bar down and then back up. No, I was up $1,000 and I had 8 contracts left. So I was like, yeah, I'll just take this $1,000 after being, down in the trade.
Gotcha. Tesla was my nice one here.
Yeah, I missed that one. I was watching it.
I got in right here at pre-market highs when it pulled back and started wicking. I think I got in off after the second wick here. Took a little bit of heat on that third one, but then it popped back up and just ran. I got out of my last one literally at the top. So that was a nice one.
You never know when you have these big pre-market moves, if it's going to continue or have exhaustion or what. I think so. I think they can be tricky days.
Yeah, for sure.
Today turned
And it
into
was.
more of a directional day.
Amazon,
Yeah.
they flushed lower, acted like they're going,
Yeah.
and then just ripped back up. So yeah, definitely some two-sided action there. But now I need Tezzy back to all-time highs. Had that big flush yesterday. Nice recovery today. We'll see if we can push back above that 495 up through 500 maybe. Maybe tomorrow or next week. I took the options for my swing trade, I took the ones with 8 DTE. So see if we can poke through by next week. As far as news, I mentioned we had CPI and unemployment pre-market today. Tomorrow, not a whole lot going on. We have existing home sales and revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment. And that's 30 minutes after the market opens. And then next week is Christmas, my friends. Shortened week. No reports Monday. Tuesday, GDP. Wednesday, unemployment claims. Thursday, market's closed, and then Friday, December 26th, the market is open. Is it a full day Friday? I haven't looked.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Market hours, Dece 26, 2025. Regular trading hours. Okay. But obviously holiday trading. So the last trading day of the month will be New Year's Eve, Wednesday the 31st. I'm not doing an earnings play. I looked at FedEx and Nike, decided to pass. Bitcoin still trading near lows. I can set it up for you if you're interested. You want to look at FedEx Dark Avenger? You want bullish or bearish? Nike is pretty cheap here. This is the one that I had set up on Nike. FedEx, 15-point expected move. It's about 260.
Order filled.
No. 270. S&P, little bounce, a little higher than mid-range on the day. Very sloppy day today. Just got hit with another double stop on my VIX. So that's going to be an ugly one. But it's been a pretty good December, so I can't complain. As far as the OPEX calendar goes, I was pricing out the 6850 calendar earlier today. Looks like it's trading for under $2. It's got the best volume on it by far in those deep in the money strikes, which is why I chose it. What I plan to do for the OPEX calendar is I'm going to do 2 of them. And then as far as my hedge tomorrow, one of them I'm going to hedge off with S&P futures, and one I'm going to hedge off with a deep in the money long call, just to give an example of both. Because I know some people don't have futures permission. Last month I just did one because the market was going so crazy. And I used the long in the money call as the hedge. And so this month, things have calmed down a little bit. So I'm going to do I'll do 2, and I'm going to use the futures on one of them, and I'll use a call on one of them, just to show examples of both. I'll post the trade in the calendar trade channel. I'm going to wait till after MOC. In fact, I may get filled. We may stay on after the bell, because a lot of times I may wait until after the bell to get filled. You still have 15 minutes. And then I'll post that in the calendar trade channel. But just remember, please make sure that you know how to do this. Make sure you've gone through the course in detail and understand all the steps and all the risks. Because if you don't, you might die. There's your disclosure. I gave the full disclosure in the calendar chat channel. Entering this strategy without understanding could cause nausea, bleeding, suicidal thoughts, delusional behavior, flu-like symptoms, stroke, heart attack, or death. So, there's your warning. Yeah, I'll probably go with the 6850 strike because, like I said, it has the most volume. But I'll do that a little bit later. Watson, how'd you do on your day trades today? Lando, did you guys do any good? Tony? I don't see Tony in here. Anybody else? Dave S. Yeah, I think that, the opportunities that I took, Tesla and then Amazon that I missed early in the day to catch that first move were kind of the best. And then, potentially the rejection. I did a RIC instead of just going puts, but I think that was the only other, I think that was the other best opportunity. Other than that, it's been a little indecisive. Nice, Dave S. Yeah, December's been really tough for me day trading. Like Tuesday, I went 3 for 3, and you end a day like that, and you feel like you're very in sync with the markets. You feel like you can't lose. And then yesterday, I went 0 for 3, and I felt like I should quit trading altogether. So it's just kind of been like that in December for me. But that is trading. That's why that's why it's so important to have like the, for me, like the 3 max trades a day, have a max loss in place. So I don't revenge trade. Just take the L like a man and move on. We do have a special guest with us today, right here in the Navigation Trading World headquarters. He joined us for a morning day trading live stream last week, and he's back. Clayton's back. If you were on that live stream, you remember that he's the one who, his dad's kind of a loser, didn't really do much for him. So I've kind of taken him under my wing, teach him about trading, teach him about life. So he's back. He's back to learn some more. He wants to see the Mahomes in action. Right, Clayton? Yeah. He agrees. Clayton's back from Christmas break. He's a freshman in college at Graceland in Iowa, part of the golf team. What's your handicap? 2.5. 2.5 handicap. Almost as good as me. Not quite. He's getting there. He's practicing.
You're more of a +2.5.
Got about 15 minutes till the bell, 5 minutes till MOC. So one thing I saw on Financial Juice, looks like ECB is holding off on any more rate cuts. Says the rate cutting cycle is most likely over. Not sure if that had anything to do with the shakeup. Had Trump Daddy on the mic talking about some stuff, and he addressed the nation from the White House last night. I just heard some sound bites. House Democrats trying to introduce a bill to ban U.S. AI chip sales to China. And Goolsby was popping off about some stuff. That's about it. S&P, NASDAQ still bouncing a little bit.
Butterflies are cheap.
Yeah, I assume they were. I haven't even checked.
I did have a nice surprise yesterday on the Mahomes that ended up being a winner. In my Tastyworks account, I started just trading Mahomes in it, and I'm usually putting two on, and they're both working orders. Like for example, the 90-95s or whatever. Well, yesterday I accidentally put them on the same. My call and put side on the same one, and so it was essentially doubled in risk.
Double
It ended up
risk,
being a
double the
double winner.
benefit, right?
Yeah. I was like, how did both those fill so quickly, like back to back? And then I got to looking after the bell, after the bell, I was like, oh, it's because they're the exact same trade.
Yesterday was that small scratch win, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it looks like the 95 fly is trading for right at $1 or less, or maybe a little bit more. That's tough to scalp. I think I may pass on the scalp. See if we can get a late $2 fill.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to get filled before prior to MOC at anything close to $1.50.
Yeah, the 90s, trading a little over $1.
Yeah, I'll adjust mine to $2 after the MOC.
A little over a minute till MOC.
1 minute remaining for the market on close imbalance. Ten seconds. Market on close imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 615 million, Nasdaq 100 buy side 1.1 billion, Dow 30 buy side 150 million, Mag 7 buy side 507 million.
So about a 600 million buy side. Pretty tiny. $90 butterfly still trading for $1.20 or less. VIX hovering around 16.41. Coming down a little bit to 85. $85 fly. Looks like it's around the same. Still about $1.10 or so. I think I filled my $2 one with just a little less than 3 minutes yesterday. Let's see what's moving here. Most things dipping pretty similar to the indices. About 7 minutes. SPX down to 83. Looks like the 85 fly still pretty cheap here. Maybe $1.40. I don't know. It's jumping all over the place.
Yeah, I'm working the 80s and 85s now.
So Clayton, what we're trying to do is sell a butterfly with 5 wide wings. And then as long as the price moves more than 5 points from our strike, we hit max profit. If there's more premium, we try to put in a scalp before that market on close number comes out, because sometimes you get a little bit of a move, but it was tiny, and the premiums are so low right now because we've had so much movement. So if you have this much movement, the options are going to be priced cheaper because it doesn't take much to make a 5-point move. If it's been pretty quiet, these credits will get higher faster. Yeah, that way your max risk is $3 and your max profit is $2, so it's a pretty good risk to reward for just trying to get a 5-point move. SPX down to 80. All right, I'm going to start working in 80 at $2.
Should be close.
Got about 4 minutes.
Here we go. Build.
Build. So what we don't want to happen is for SPX to expire at 67.80. We want it to move 5 points up or 5 points down. If it expires at least 3 points away from 80, that's break even. And then 5 points or more is max profit. SPX at 78. As I mentioned, I'm going to wait till after the bell to fill my OPEX calendar, so I can watch Mr. Mahomes here for the next 2 minutes. SPX hanging out around 77, so pretty close to break even.
Keep coming down.
Touching 75 handle. 90 seconds, 80 seconds. Down below 75.
I just scalped $1. Closed half.
Down in the 73s with 1 minute. Stay down, boy. Stay down. VIX popping up to about 16.78.
Stay down.
30 seconds. SPX at 74. Uh-oh.
Stay down.
Uh-oh. Get back down there.
Stay back down.
76, 77. It's going to be close. 10 seconds.
Get back down there.
There you go.
There you
down.
go.
Order cancelled. Order cancelled.
Beautiful.
Max profit.
67.74.77.
Mahomes just prints.
Mahomes is just making money in December.
Yeah.
Landon,
Monster.
first Mahomes win ever.
Really?
I knew you were on a. You had some. You had some bad luck with your choice of days, but nice. All right, so Mahomes max winner. Now I'm going to do the OPEX calendar. So Looking at the 68.50 strike. Dave S., first Mahomes since spring, also nice. All right, so this 68.50. Let's see what this thing is trading at. So the 68.50. Remember, we're selling the AM, buying the 1 DTE. So about 160 minus so it should be trading for a buck or less here. I'm going to try to go in at 80 cents. What's the market doing after hours? Still coming down a little bit. I think it's trading closer to a buck. My order just got rejected like it does sometimes for some reason. Try 90 cents. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes I'll get rejected a few times and then finally I'll get filled. I'm going to try the 68.75 strike. At 45 cents. No fill yet. Sometimes you'll see this where it says waiting, or it's not working, it's just waiting. It's I can't remember exactly what that means, but see, Toss needs to get their act together on this. This happens almost every expiration where I'll get rejected a few times and then it will fill. Trying again at 50 cents. Rejected again. Huh. Usually after the second or third time it goes through, but keep getting rejected. All right, I'm going to go back to the 68.50 again. Is anybody else doing the OPEX calendar getting filled? It's saying that my account is restricted to closing only, as if it's like a pattern day trade account. I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna have to get on the horn with Toss, but it looks like I may not be able to get in one this go round. Well, I've got a little over 5 minutes. No, I'm still getting rejected. Weird. Very weird. All right. I guess it's not going to happen. Very odd. Lando says the Chiefs are announcing today that they're moving to Kansas. Oh, man. Wyandotte or Johnson? County. All right, so no OPEX calendar. We'll go ahead and wrap the stream here. Bix were losers. Mahomes winner. Day trade winner. Elmo winners. And that's about it. So decent day. All right, all. Have a good night. And I will be streaming live in the morning for day trading. Have a good night. Take care.